Greetings, and welcome to another edition of Seamless Style, powered by Politics and Polaroids. I'm your host, Mr. Parker. So if you follow me on Instagrizzle, you know that my favorite piece is anything varsity. I'm really big into varsity, into Ivy style, into that traditional trad, sporty Letterman style look. So a natural choice as my top piece of all time will be a Letterman's jacket or varsity jacket. So in that varsity category, you have Letterman's jackets, which is a wool piece, leather sleeves, traditional Letterman jackets. These are my favorite. Also included in that would be the Satine jackets. I also like, sporty fleece styles like this here. Corduroy, some more Lettermans here. Anything that falls under that varsity category as far as a jacket probably is going to be one of my favorite pieces. Probably is going to be something that I'm looking to acquire numerous pieces when it comes to the varsity jacket. I guess if I had to choose, I guess I'm a really big fan of the Satine baseball jackets, but I think that the traditional Letterman's jacket would be my favorite. If I had to choose, if God said you could only have one varsity style jacket, but you can have as many as you wanted, it would probably be a Letterman that I would go with. It would be a hard decision, but that probably would be what I would do. So, since this is my all-time favorite category, my all-time favorite pieces, and since I celebrated a birthday just yesterday, first 48, we hit 48, 2 more years to the big 5-0, I figured I'd do something to celebrate by showcasing the Letterman's jacket. So throughout the Seamless Style vlogs and episodes, I have done different varsity jackets. I remember I did this almost as soon as I got it. I included this in a previous vlog. I wore this one in a previous vlog. I kind of was almost to a point where I ran out of pieces to do as far as showcasing something new, because during this pandemic there hasn't been a lot of new releases, so I didn't have a bunch of different pieces I could go find and purchase that I liked. The only varsity jacket, and I put it in quotations because I'm not a fan of it. I'm sarcastic about it in the sense of I just don't like them. And that's the trucker jackets with the varsity insignias and logos placed on it. Whether it's placed on it through custom by a fan of the look, or whether it's done by the brand itself. I just think the two should be kept separate. That's just my opinion. You do not have to share in this sentiment. I will not look down on anyone that is a fan of the trucker jacket with the varsity inspirations on it. It's just not for me. So you'll never see me in a trucker jacket with varsity inspired logos on it, because it's just not my thing. And those pieces are probably the only ones that I've seen since February or March that were available for purchase, whether it be through a secondary site like eBay or Poshmark or Depop or Grailed, or on the website. Only thing I've seen are the Denim. So I didn't buy any varsity. I haven't bought any varsity jackets during this pandemic. So I say that to say that I still got 3 rigs for you today. I know 2 of them have not been featured. I think one of them I did feature once before, but that's okay. That's okay, because there are different ways to style varsity jackets. So we're gonna have fun with it anyway. All right. So if y'all ready, I'm ready. Let's go. All right, first rig. This guy here. This guy is the somewhat more outlandish, somewhat more charismatic. I'm gonna say younger brother of this guy. I'm not sure how much of that y'all can see on this, but y'all should know this jacket. Pretty much the younger, more charismatic brother, little brother to this guy. And I say that because this is more of a hybrid type of varsity style jacket. It's, I would put it in the Letterman category, although the sleeves are not leather. The sleeves are of a Satine variety. Really soft, got great logos on here. 1958 linebacker, offensive guard. You know, back in those days, people played double duty. They played Ironman football, offense and defense. Got your football logo here. Got New York 1967 varsity football, Ralph Lauren, number 12. Got the P with the winged foot. So he also did cross country as well as football. Matching cap. You got your camo here to go along with your orange and navy hues for this particular jacket. The back is that unzippable hoodie, and I've never worn any of these jackets with the hoodie zip just because why would I do that? Beautiful. Ralph written across here, got the camo on the inside of the hoodie, and look at the back. Polo RL Athletics, Giant P, 1967, New York City. So it's beautiful. Why cover it up? Because that's dope. That's why you cover it up. And it's okay. Either way you want to rock it is your prerogative. This is how I rock mine. I'm not a gigantic, huge fan of hoodies anyway. On jackets, sweatshirts, whatever. So it's nothing for me to unzip it and rock it just like that. And like I said, I've never zipped it up after I unzipped it. And probably never will. But what I did here is I wanted to keep the look kind of simple. Got other little logos over here too, by the way. But cross country here. This is a dope Letterman. But I wanted to keep the look kind of simple. So I just went with a nice pair of jeans. I went with a blue and white striped spread collar shirt. And then I took my Denim and Supply camo scarf and just kind of tied it almost in an ascot look, but it's your scarf. You know what I mean? It's cold outside. You got your look together. You throw your cap on. Then once you step into the location, you know, you can take your scarf off and just hang it around your neck, and you're good to go. But this is a nice look. You could definitely finish it off with a pair of brown boat shoes, leather or snuff, suede or whatever if you got. I also have a pair of Faxon sneakers. The Faxon sneaker, especially in a mid cut, looks almost like a chucker boot, but it does have that tennis shoe sole to it. So it gives you the best of both worlds. And the particular pair I have is navy with an orange pony and some orange trim. So it looks really, really dope with this jacket. I go either or. It really just depends on my mood. You know what I mean? If I wanna push the envelopes of matchy, I'll break out the Faxon. If not, if I wanna keep it truly traditional, truly Ivy style, truly varsity style from the yesteryear, then I go with the brown boat shoes. But either way, you can't go wrong. Like I said, great look. I love this jacket. All right, let's go to the next one. Plakatatayow. This is my look right here. This is one of my favorite looks. Man, when you dress up a varsity jacket, to me it speaks to my spirit, it speaks to my soul. Man, so I just took this two-piece that I got, Glen plaid, wool, nice brown hues with a little bit of burgundy and a little bit of navy and a little bit of green in it. It's got the lapel collars on the waistcoat. Took my Elgin pocket watch, added that to it just for a little touch of that 1930s. Matching pants, white dress shirt, and then we put this Satine jacket on with it. Now this joint is the moonshot. I know I featured this before. I think I showed it to y'all. I don't think I've ever rigged it yet, but I know I've worn it. I've worn it once or twice. But this is Eastern League. This is Eastern League, the Ralph Lauren Athletic Team champions here. Still football. You got the Tiger logo here. I mean, he's punting that thing to the moon. This is a 75-yard punt, and it ain't a touchback. It's gonna be down at the 2. This is an awesome jacket, man. Beautiful, beautiful rugby royal with that fall, not quite burnt orange, but that fall orange. I added a rugby royal polo blue label bow tie with crest on it. Has a little red stripe in here, man, but it's not clashing or taking away from anything. Turn her around, and the game's over. Like, that's it. It's a wrap. There's nothing else need to be said. Ralph's Tigers. I'm talking about, bro, this is a detailed tiger head here. He's even got the lokes on like he up in Bompton somewhere. 67 written right there, man. This is felt. This is a beautiful piece. This is a beautiful, and just for me, like and not to harp on it, but to me, I just can't see you taking this and then throwing it on the back of a denim trucker jacket. I don't know whose idea that was, but I'd like to have a conversation with him. And I'm a nobody, but hey, I'd like to have a conversation with him. What was your thought process? Where are you scoring your drugs from Pensy and Gold? Are you copying your drugs from Bodie on the wire? Are you in Marlowe's stash? What's going on? What made you think that was a good idea? But I digress. Back to the read here. So, to finish this look off, you can't do no sneakers. You can't do nothing like that. Gotta be a dress shoe. Me, I got because I want to stick with that late fall feel, I have a pair of tassel loafers in a snuff. So that suede snuff look and feel is what I would prefer to go with here, but you don't have to. You could definitely do a dark brown leather or something of that effect. But don't expect for your shoe doesn't need to be fancy, it just needs to be dressy and clean for this look. And then if I want to polish it off, because it is getting a little cool in temperature, I got the hat. As far as the color combination, now this is a houndstooth design, but a houndstooth design fits into this Glen plaid because some of these sections here are houndstooth as well. So this particular cap coordinates very well with this particular two-piece. Throw that on like that, and you rocking and rolling. All right, we got one more rig, and then we out of here. This is a dope look. This is a dope look. Yeah, for me, it ain't even up to debate. I hope every one of y'all watching likes it. I'm sticking by it. This is a dope ass look, and I really kind of came up with this look on the fly. But that's the beauty. That's the beauty of the Ralph Lauren brand. One of my good friends, we used to work together. She was a supervisor when I first got to Ralph Lauren, and she used to always tell me, like, if you have everything that you own Ralph Lauren hanging up in your closet, and you go to your closet and close your eyes, you can probably reach in there and grab pieces out, and it's probably gonna work. That's the beauty of the brand, because here we actually have 4 different subgenres of the brand. All right, we have a double RL indigo driving cap. We have polo blue label denim varsity baseball jacket. Now, you heard me just rant and rave about the denim trucker jacket, but that's the trucker jacket. When you're talking about baseball jacket, I like this look. And this was a really good value when I found it. I'm not going to tell you what I paid for it, but I tell you this. I bought it brand new with tags, and I paid under $100 for it. And I wasn't working for the brand at the time, so there was no discount. But with that being said, back to what we was talking about. Polo blue label denim varsity baseball jacket. Polo blue label stretch chinos. We have a Lauren Ralph Lauren tie, and we have a Lauren Ralph Lauren tweed waistcoat. That's right. This is Lauren Ralph Lauren. This is a lapelled waistcoat. This is an olive green Lauren Ralph Lauren tweed lapel waistcoat. and it's a 2-piece. It also came with a sports coat to go with it. Y'all better stop sleeping on Lauren, I'm telling you. Last but not least, the navy, white, and yellow striped club collared dress shirt is Rugby Ralph Lauren. So we have Rugby, Lauren, Blue Label, and Double RL. And then just to complete it, maybe I'll grab my Purple Label bag and carry that with me. But the point is that you're able to do this with the brand. You're able to mix and match different subgenres of the brand and make an ensemble look amazing. So, real quick recap: went with the dark cranberry stretch chinos, Ralph Lauren olive green wool tweed waistcoat with the lapel collar, Ralph Lauren rep tie in cranberry, college green, gold, denim baseball jacket, polo spell out in yellow, embroidered, yellow baseball stripes here, yellow baseball stripes here on an indigo denim base. Beautiful piece. Snap buttons. Man, this is just dope. It's dope, and you could dress it many ways. This is the way I chose to dress it today. Rugby Ralph Lauren, yellow, blue, white striped club collared dress shirt. Beautiful piece. And then last but not least, you finish it with the Double RL indigo denim driving cap. For me, the ensemble is completely dope. I could do dress shoes. If I did dress shoes, I would lean towards anything from a light brown to a cognac. I wouldn't go too darker than cognac. If I did want to go boots, I could also do boots. Probably in those same hues. I wouldn't go too dark with the footwear. I do have a pair of wing tips that I showed you guys previous episode, not the for sale episode, but the actual previous episode that had denim in the wing tip. And I probably wouldn't do those here. You could get away with it. I probably wouldn't do it. I probably keep the footwear kind of solid and simple because you have so much going on up here. Even though these stripes and all these colors coordinate perfectly, you don't want to do too much. And there is a such thing as doing too much. I see some of y'all's Instagrams out there. Not y'all's, but some of your cousins and your friends and stuff. Anyway, great ensemble here. I love it. I might wear this soon, man. I actually like this. All right, but that's it. I had brunch this morning. Still kind of celebrating my little 48th, you know what I mean? When I had brunch this morning, I made some mimosas. And yeah, I mean, I don't think it's just a South thing no more, but I mean, in the South, man, we can drink mimosas because it's Wednesday. Just saying. Anyway, that's another episode in the books. Today we did varsity inspired jackets, Letterman's, baseball, Satine. We did the varsity inspired jackets. It's my favorite piece. I ain't even talk about what I had on, but as you can see, college gray chinos, boat neck sweater, mainly cranberry with a little bit of navy and a little bit of college green to complement the green Old Boys Network varsity style jacket that came out last year. One of my favorites, probably my favorite Letterman that I own currently. Not the favorite Letterman, my favorite Letterman of all time, but definitely probably my favorite that I own. Went with the plaid club collared rugby shirt to kind of coordinate with the interior there, and this nice little green rep tie with the all over skull and swords on it, and then finished it off with the Rugby Ralph Lauren patchwork. Varsity inspired pieces. So listen, I'm on the hunt. I've been on the hunt for years. Any varsity inspired jackets, whether it be a Satine, whether it be a Letterman, because two of the ones I want, one's a Letterman, one's a Satine. Any varsity inspired jacket that you see by Rugby Ralph Lauren in a size large, man, hit me up. If you got my number, cool. Call me, text me. If you on my IG, cool. DM me. Send me a note. Send me a picture. If you follow me on here, hit me on here. Let me know where you saw it at. One of them is my Grail piece, and it's similar to that P-wing, that cross country collegiate P-wing right there, the blue one. It's the rugby version with the R on one side and the accomplishments in patches going on down this side. Do I want to say this? Make this next statement? Why not? It's my channel, right? And we all family. Man, it's a bunch of lames with that jacket, man. And I just be getting mad, man. Like, for real. It's a bunch of lanes with that jacket, and I'm like, I need my jacket. That's mine. It was created for me. It's mine. My partner, one of my homeboys, like my brother, Reese Jackson, he got one. Matter of fact, he got a couple of Grail Rugby Varsity inspired pieces that I've been looking for. But with him, man, it's nothing but the utmost respect, because he know when it come to that, he know to keep doing. You know what I mean? That's my guy. So I ain't talking about him. Y'all know I ain't talking about my boy Chad. But it's just some other dudes out there, man. I'm like, I know that's some hater shit, and y'all ain't used to hearing that from me. But I'm just saying, man, that's my freaking jacket. I need my jacket. All right. Also, too, what I wanted to run by you, I think I mentioned this a couple of episodes ago. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to open myself up to further helping some of our fellow gentlemen elevate their closet, elevate their wardrobe. So there are a lot of guys that they see a piece, they buy a piece, and that's great. I do it quite often too, but more often than not, when I do purchase a piece, I already have something in mind to do with it, whether I have the other pieces I need or not. So what I've been running across is a lot of guys been asking me questions like, man, hey man, how you style this? Or what should I do with that? Or I'm trying to get into this. Or as I get older, I want to do this, but I don't have this, and that. And I see how I got y'all. Now, I'm not trying to get rich off anybody, but you know, you got to pay to play. You get what you pay for in this world we're living in. And everybody got to get to a bag. You know what I mean? So right now, times it's hard. I'm not trying to get rich off anybody. But basically, the way this is going to work is for a small nominal fee. You hit me up. You let me know what it is you're trying to do. More often than not, I'll be able to convenience you by us FaceTiming. Let's FaceTime. Let's look in your closet. Let's see what you got. And I can tell you what you need to get to go with it, how you can put that with what you already have, etc., etc. I can probably even point you in the right direction to get what you need to get for the low, being that, again, we in those type of times. So, you know, I've already had a few guys on deck, just waiting for them to come back from vacation, and then we're going to get started. But basically, like I said, how it's going to work is you're going to cash at me a certain amount of money, depending on what it is you're trying to do will determine the monetary amount. But I can just tell you like this, for right now, man, I'm never going to go over $100. I'm not trying, like I said, I'm not trying to rip anybody off. I'm not trying to get rich. This is just something I want to do for you. And in the process, you know, you pay me what you feel like I'm worth. And we'll discuss that before we make any further moves. But that being said, I put my cash out. I put my cash out right there. But the best way to do it is going to be to hit my IG. So go to my IG, Mr. Parker 1967. Go to my IG, DM me, and let's start a conversation. And then once we get started and we on the same page, we can set a date, and boom, we can knock it out. We can knock it out in an hour, hour and a half, guarantee you. It won't take much of your time, and you'll be the better. Your closet will be the better for it. So if not you, if you got a cousin that's in need of some assistance, I mean, it could all be discreet. So some guys, you know what I mean? Some guys don't. They may feel a little way about needing somebody's help to do something, and I get it. I get it, man. I promise you I do. So, you know, it can be discreet as you want it to be. You know, not for nothing, but have you ever in your life seen a Waffle House commercial? Or have you ever heard a Waffle House commercial on the radio? No, you haven't. but yet they're one of the biggest restaurant companies in the world. Word of mouth helps business better than anything else out here. So, you know, if I do a good job, when I do a good job, man, tell a friend. Like I said at the end, tell a friend, because we here. All right? So, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Fuck with me on the styling tip. I got you. And tell a friend, because we here. Artists paint pictures. Haters paint narratives. So don't be no hater, brother and sisters. All right? Y'all have a good one.